What is happening at Gamer Dude here, and let's talk Sega. If there's nothing that I like more is talking about Sonic, and we actually have a decent amount of good stuff to talk about here today. So, reliable leaker of a lot of Sonic and Sega related, in fact Persona related stuff as well. Midori has actually been talking about how Sonic is actually going to be internalized, or rather immortalized internally within Sega a bit more by creating something referred to as a Sonic pillar. So it's clear that Sonic is going to be sticking around for the long term specifically. The idea is that Sonic Pillar includes Sega staff from major regions focusing on current and future long-term projects and plans for the franchise of Sonic. Because as Sonic fans, we have been enjoying a lot of really good content, especially with things like the Sonic 3 movie that's going to be coming out later on this year, supposedly. I can't remember if that was actually confirmed. We've also got Sonic Frontiers 2 possibly happening. That was another possible leak. There's just a lot of good stuff all around, to be completely honest, and it is exciting to be a Sonic fan even now. Sonic Rumble is an interesting idea, so I do wonder like what that's going to look like. Not what it's going to look like, but rather how it's going to play. Is it going to be particularly popular because it's a mobile sort of retrain to what Fall Guys is, but for Sonic characters? It'll be fascinating to see. But there are a couple of things in this Game Rant article that I did want to cover specifically, but let's just go down to Midori's tweet here. So let's just I might just bring up this tweet actually. So it's been confirmed. So development capability to support revenue base. So this is coming directly from Sega. What have we got here? Oh, the Metascores. So Sonic Superstars sitting at a 73, Like a Dragon 89, 87 for Persona 3 Reload, and 87 for Unicorn Overlord. That's actually really good for all of those games. Those are actually pretty solid. Well, I mean, Sonic Superstars kind of sticks out a little bit, but sure. So the global process looks to be that establish a system that allows development team and publishing team to have healthy discussions with global members based on marketability. So it's clear they were still wanting to do more marketing outside to the global audience. Neat. Let's see. Establish a team within the company that can objectively test and evaluate work products. And that's interesting. Both the Japan and European studios have established a system to evaluate and provide feedback on games under development at each milestone. So it looks like the Japan and European parts of Sega are actually going to be communicating to try and increase the quality of like the actual games that they make. That's actually interesting to see. But yeah, so Midori says that the new Sonic Pillar is a team formed of Sega staff from all major regions. Sega staff from multiple regions are now more directly involved in the development of Sonic titles. This is unannounced information. So doubling down on the Sonic franchise is actually pretty neat as all things are considered. Specifically since there has actually been a leak from Midori as well. And the reason why I'm even talking about Midori at all is because despite being like a really reputable leaker who has been incredibly accurate for the most part, I kind of trust what they have to say. I don't know who this individual is, but they are doing some really good work, especially for us as Sega and Sonic fans. For myself as a Sega fan, especially because like be someone who likes Persona a lot, someone who likes Like a Dragon a lot. Like I am very much in those franchises. Though with that being said, there is still that rumor about Sonic Heroes still happening, and I'm genuinely interested if that's actually going to come to be. Are they going to bring back, other old franchises sort of within that area? Well, Sonic franchises, I should say, in the form of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. It would be nice to, see those as well. But the doubling down on the Sonic franchise as a whole is at least nice to see, only because we can start to get, really crazy with like not just the estimations, but like what do we want to see from Sega that is Sonic related? Do we want to see more new Sonic games? Do we want to get older Sonic games that are coming back? Do we want to see sequels or remakes or like remixes in the form of, say, something like Sonic Mania, for example? Like, there's a lot of really good things that could happen. Does that mean... But at the same time, it's not specific, because it says right here, and I thought that this was a very interesting paragraph here. Though Midori didn't explicitly state as such, the creation of Sonic Pillar might result in bigger budgets, larger scopes, and higher quality bars for future games in the series, like the rumored sequel to Sonic Frontiers, so it is still rumored at the moment. And looking at that, if we get more games like Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations, and I mean, we are in a way getting a game in the form of Shadow X Sonic Generations, which is neat. That we actually get to now play as Shadow during, you know, pretty much Sonic Generations, and hopefully we get some more levels, like, say, from Shadow the Hedgehog. In fact, could they re-release Sonic the Hedgehog on, like, more modern platforms? Again, there's just... It could be anything. But the information is vague enough to where we can kind of really start to dream a little bit more. Will we expect to see something like a Sega's, you know, Sonic CD again? It's just interesting. But in addition to that, for any Sega fans, quality management is a major priority for the acclaimed Sega franchise. And that's being in relation to Sonic. So again, I don't imagine we're going to see anything like Sonic 06 ever again. That was definitely a time capsule, and definitely a product of its time. A meme, if you will, that will forever stain the history of Sonic. Though in saying that, Sonic has, as a franchise, has had multiple stains in the form of things like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic 06, and all the two Sonic Boom games. That was kind of a given. Sonic Forces was no, actually that was kind of bad as well. Yeah, so we've got a handful of really bad games kind of, you know, throughout the franchise, but we can only hope that things get better, and things have been getting better. So hopefully that quality bar does continue to raise. But for myself, I feel like regardless of what the quality might be, I'm still going to sit down and play it regardless. So I guess that's just where I stand. Let me know what you stand as a Sonic fan, and if you're not, will you ever give the Sonic franchise a try? I would definitely be interested to kind of hear that. But also, whether or not you're a fan that has played games or not a fan and never played games, where you stand on the increase of Sonic coming out from Sega as a whole. Let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year, and with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.